Oh hey, I guess you finally had the courage to skip the theme song this time. You know, I honestly cannot see why people think this is a problem.
A wise man once said not to be.
Who are you? In the dead of night, the Queen's bedroom is the only room in this entire castle. Literally 56 seconds into this movie, and we are greeted with unwarranted divorce, unemployment, and potential hair loss from sleeping on curlers. All for refusing to make a frickin' midnight sandwich.
It looks like we're gonna have to find you a new queen.
And then kick her out when she doesn't want to make you a sandwich at 3 a.m. Such is the great circle of royalty. Trains. What are they? I highly doubt anyone in BC times would have known that AD time was going to exist.